The first dish is called Sukiyaki beef udon noodles. First, make udon soup. Put water, mirin, soy sauce, dashi powder, and a little sugar. Even if you don't have a Mentsuyu seasoning specially made for noodles at home, you can easily make one. This is a really convenient seasoning that can be used for Japanese noodles such as udon and soba if made in advance. Next, let's make quick sukiyaki style beef. Cut your beef into bite-sized pieces. Season it with sake, mirin, soy sauce, and sugar. Stir fry over low heat and ensure the beef is well seasoned. This is a great beef dish that goes well with both noodles and rice. Finally, let's boil the udon noodles. As always, this is already cooked, so it only needs to be boiled for a shorter time. The package says I should boil for 4 minutes if eaten as cold udon. Drain the hot water. The important thing this time is to rinse these boiled noodles thoroughly in cold water. Drain well and plate. Place the beef on top of it. Put egg yolk. Please prepare poached egg as you like, or you can make onsen egg. How to make it is shown in the middle of the video. I like to put green onion too. Mentsuyu, udon soup you made at first, is tasty when poured over udon noodles, not beef. Pour a little mentsuyu and add more as you eat. This is red pickled ginger, benishoga. Enjoy this super tasty beef with udon. Next one is called ramen salad, Hiyashi-chuka. This is a very popular summer noodle dish in Japan. It looks like a salad, but it's a very satisfying dish. First, I'm peeling the tomato. This can be skipped. I always peel them because my husband doesn't like it if I don't do it this way. By the way, I recently put out a short video of this noodle, and thank you for commenting on it. Today I'm also going to show you some homemade sauce so you can make your own. The key to this dish called Hiyashi-chuka is to shred all the ingredients. So shred tomato. Next, I'm going to cook egg. It tastes good with just a little sugar. Skip it if you want. Light mixing is fine, but it's going to be beautiful when the yolks and whites are thoroughly mixed. Oil the pan. Stretch the egg thinly. It should be as thin as a crepe. Thin so they cook quickly. You can leave it for a couple of minutes to cool before taking it out. This is also cut into stripes. Cucumbers are also cut into stripes. It's refreshing and very nice, an essential ingredient in Japanese summer noodle dishes. In my recipe, ham and crab sticks are used. It depends on restaurant or each home. I like these too. Some people like to put chashu pork instead. Tear the crab sticks by hand to make them easier to eat. Next, let's make the sauce for Hiyashi-chuka. Put soy sauce, rice vinegar, sugar, sesame oil. Using vegetable oil is good too, and a little chicken stock powder. I put in more of this sugar because I like sweet and sour, but you can use half the amount of sugar. People who like sour flavor or dislike sweet ones should do so. Finally, boil the noodles. This is noodles for ramen. By the way, how do you say these looking noodles in English? Ramen noodles is fine. I hope everyone can get noodles like this for Japanese ramen. This way, you can recreate the taste very close to real Hiyashi-chuka. Wash the noodle thoroughly in cold water. Place the ingredients you have just cut. You may want to keep the ingredients and sauce in the fridge after cutting. By the way, Hiyashi-chuka is often served with two main types of sauce. One is this sour version using rice vinegar. Another is sesame sauce. I'll introduce sesame sauce next time I get the chance. Pour over the sauce and you're done. Next one is cold egg somen noodles. This is an incredibly simple but impressively tasty dish. Here is onsen egg recipe. Boil 1 liter water in the pot. Once boiling, be sure to remove from heat and add 200 ml water. Immediately add eggs and cover. Eggs can go straight from the fridge. Wait 13 minutes. Be sure to keep the lid on. Let's crack it open. It's a nice finish. When making onsen egg with this amount of water, you can add about 4 eggs. The eggs are ready, so let's boil somen noodles. For this recipe, it can also be served with udon or soba noodles. Somen noodles are easy to cook even though they are dry, as they only take 1.5 minutes to cook. Wash in cold water and serve. Pour over the Mentsuyu. This Mentsuyu is exactly the same as the first recipe. Put dried bonito flakes, minced green onion, and onsen egg. It's a simple but easy way to feel the taste of Japan at home. Next one is cold Dandan udon noodles. This is a refreshing soup with sesame and miso. The key is to add peanut butter. This is miso paste, sesame oil, ground white sesame, chicken stock powder, and rice vinegar. Add a small amount of water to dissolve. Add the remaining water and mix well. You may want to use hot water for the first small amount. Use this much water in total. Keep chilled in the fridge. Next, cook the meat for topping. Put minced green onion, grated ginger, and garlic. Pour a little sesame oil. Fry slightly over low heat. Add ground pork. Lightly fry and season. Put sake, soy sauce, sugar, miso paste, and chili pepper. Fry until the liquid is reduced. The classic topping for this dish is bok choy. After washing well and breaking the leaves apart, use them as they are. Boil the udon noodles. Cook the bok choy together. The core of the bok choy looks hard, so boil it like this. Take out when soft. Wash the udon in cold water as before. Pour the soup out of the fridge. This meat should be delicious with any noodles or even rice. Juicy meat and crispy bok choy make a great combination. Rich and creamy, but cold, this soup is so refreshing and perfect for summer. It's delicious with a little ryu. Next one is traditional style cold soba noodles. If you go to a Japanese soba restaurant in summer, you will find two typical types of cold soba. I have created a dish where you can enjoy both types on one plate. First, let's make very tasty fried tofu topping. In a fry pan or small pot, put water, sake, mirin, soy sauce, sugar, and dashi powder. Mix while warming. Then add the fried tofu. Please prepare a thin type of fried tofu, aburage. This is sweet salty fried tofu called kitsune in Japanese. It's also used to make inari sushi. It's a standard topping for soba and udon noodles in Japan. And this is the first main topping for today. Cover and simmer over low heat until the liquid is absorbed. Turn it over on the way. This is dried wakame seaweed. If available, it's recommended as a topping for cold soba noodles. Just add boiling water and wait 30 seconds. Wash with cold water and it's ready. I had some leftover cucumber, so I shredded it. Add kamaboko, boiled fish paste for color. You can also do without it. You can add minced green onions instead. Check the fried tofu frequently to make sure it has not run out of water and turn it over several times. When the soup is gone like this, the fried tofu is well seasoned. Take it up and leave it to cool. Next, let's make second main topping, which is very popular in Japan. Mix flour with water and just a little bit of rice vinegar. You can skip the rice vinegar, but it makes it crispier. Put this much oil in the pan. Using a whisk or similar, drop the dough you have just made into the oil. Deep fry until light golden brown. This is called agedama or tenkasu in Japanese. The shavings are made when making tempura, but this time I dare to make only these shavings. This is easier than making tempura, yet it makes the dish taste as good as if it had tempura in it. It's crispy and really tasty when dipped in Mentsuyu. Boiled soba noodles. The toppings we made today are often eaten with udon, so if you like udon, please try them with it. Fried tofu has cooled and is ready to shred it. Wash and drain the soba well. It's time for Mentsuyu again. This sweet and salty fried tofu and deep fried dough toppings are often served separately, but it tastes even better with both on top. Please try it while mixing the fried dough with the Mentsuyu. It's still crunchy after mixing and tastes amazing. The last dish is called Shoyu ramen. Ramen is often thought of as warm, but cold ramen is also tasty. First, let's make ramen soup. It's super easy. Put chicken stock powder and sugar. Add a small amount of hot water and dissolve well. Then add soy sauce, sesame oil, and salt. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt per serving. Add more water. Mix well and chill in the fridge. Next, boil the ramen noodles. I forgot to mention in other recipes that you should occasionally loosen the noodles when boiling them. Especially if the noodles are fresh and have flour on them, you should mix them well and wash them more often than usual. Wash the noodles in cold water and serve. For the ramen soup, This is menma seasoned bamboo shoot. I bought this chashu pork today. Making chashu pork was skip. Please check this video for easy chashu pork recipe. Green onion and boiled egg. This ramen soup is super easy and simple, but it recreates the taste of great ramen. Try it in hot weather.